Hey y'all, welcome in. Happy Monday. Glad you're here. I hope y'all had a good weekend. I'm going to be doing a reading today for March 2nd, 2020. Welcome in March. Let's see what happens, right? We're in the zodiac sign of Pisces for the last sign or the 12th sign of the zodiac. So happy birthday, all those March babies out there. I am one too. My birthday is next week. So happy birthday, y'all. Right on. For y'all that are returning, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. And for anyone new coming in, welcome in. This reading is for the general collective, so not a specific astrological sign. I read energies. I don't read the signs. This will be general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't sound like it's resonating with you or vibing, then it's not your story. But it could be for somebody out there. So, I'd like to call in the angels, archangels, guardian angels, ascended masters, and spirit guides from pure white light, God, creator, source, universe. Please bring through messages regarding the energies so that we may be aware and know how to respond appropriately. First card out with our oracle is Between Worlds. The next card out is Why. And the next card out is Breathe. Okay. So, do we feel like right now we're between worlds? Maybe we're on the fence. If you look at this card, one side is black and white and the other side is color. Kind of like the Wizard of Oz, right? When the movie starts off, Dorothy is in Kansas and everything is black and white, right? Everything is set in stone. It's black and white. It's black or it's white. There's no gray area. But when she lands in Oz, it's in color. It's in color. It's a whole new thing. So we're stepping out of one world into another. And we have some questions regarding that. We have some questions regarding why. These answers can only come from the universe. There's the book, right? From our angels, from source, from the universe. We have questions regarding this place that we're in, this between worlds. Questions that we want to have answered. Last card out is Breathe. I feel like Spirit's telling us to just breathe. Just take a step back. And not to rush into the questions. Not to rush for the answers to our questions. And take a breath. Because matters will be seen clearly. They'll be seen clearly. Let's put these cards up here. And let's see what the tarot has to tell us. I'm going to tip you guys down so you can see the cards. Beautiful month of March, the end of winter, cold, long winter, and the beginning of spring. Our overall energy of this reading is the Nine of Wands. We've been working hard. We've been traveling a long road. Spirit's telling us not to give up. I'm going to take the next one, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Major Arcana, number 10. The ending of cycles. Completions, starts of new ones. And Spirit's reminding us that Spirit's telling me, even though the road that we're traveling may be difficult to navigate at times, not to give up, because we're going to be starting a new chapter going forward. In our present energy is the Ace of Swords. Hopes and fears is the Star. Beautiful. We're thinking a lot. In our helpful energy is the King of Swords. In our challenge position is the Hangman. All these major arcanas out here, y'all. A lot of thinking going on, too. And our outcome is moving forward, is the Four of Pentacles. Let's talk about these. So our journey is hard. Our journey that we've been working on with this Nine of Wands requires inner strength from us and not to give up, even though the road is long, because we're moving into a new cycle. Progress. We're progressing into a new cycle. In our present energy, we have the Ace of Swords. So we're having clarity of thought here. This inner strength that we're having to continue to not give up. And while it may be hard, we're going to have victory over these difficulties that we have to navigate today. In our hopes and fears is the Star card. It's Aquarian energy. Also, the air element, along with the Ace of Swords. So we're thinking, we're hoping that this new cycle that's coming in, that we've really worked hard on, that we see things clearly and we will be victorious in this new cycle that's coming through. The Star card brings us hope and healing, optimism, right? Looking forward to better times ahead. Finding balance. Balance in this healing. It's going to bring in some healing. Our hope is that the journey that we're on, the road that we're traveling, this new cycle that's coming in, our hope is that it will bring healing and better times ahead. Our fear is that it won't. In our helpful position, we have the King of Swords. So still our energy is thoughtful. We're thinking hard about this. Deciding which way we want to go. Deciding that we are going to push through. And we're not going to give up because this new cycle is hopeful. And things are going to become clear to us. In our challenge position, we have the Hanging Man. Major Arcana, number 7. 7 talks about spirituality. 7 talks about choices. This Hanging Man here, I'm sorry, y'all. That is 12. Whoops. That is 12. That is 12. Breaks down to 3, which means talks about a collaboration, working together, right? Co-creating, mainly with the universe. This Hanging Man in our challenge position tells us that our challenge will be to come to a better understanding, to be able to see things from a different perspective. This is our challenge. Moving forward, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Moving forward in our outcome position. So this 4 of Pentacles, moving forward, maybe we're holding on too tight to an outcome. Because things have been made clear to us. And we're thinking a lot about this. And we want this to be healing. We want this to be hopeful and optimistic. But we have this challenge of seeing things from a different point of view, a different perspective, right? This journey that we're traveling, we're coming into a new cycle. And we're making progress, moving forward. But we're challenged with holding on too tight to the outcome. I'd like to clarify. Some cards here. I'd like to clarify this Ace of Swords. What's the clarity? What's the Ace of Swords here in our present position, Spirit? What's the clarity that we need that's coming in for us? This victory that we're going to be having, we're going to be overcoming these difficulties, this long road, this journey that we've been on. Clarified by the 6 of Swords. Again, more thinking energy. So we're clear on the lessons that we've learned. Yes. And we've learned our lessons. And we're taking the knowledge that we've learned from them and we're moving forward in a positive direction. positive direction towards healing. We're challenged with this hanging man to see things from a different perspective, right? Having this serious, taking these things into consideration seriously, this journey and this new cycle commencing, and this knowledge that comes to make things clear. I'd like to clarify why the Star card is here in our hopes and fears position. Why is the Star card here? Clarified by the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles comes in. We will be successful in this healing energy that can come to us. I pulled that card out because it was sticking out. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. This could be general life or love life. If it's regarding love life, it's regarding the King and Queen of Pentacles here. Right? That pair, that partnership, that Queen of Pentacles talks about us being practical. So this healing will come through, this hope will come through in a pretty practical kind of way. Balance and work and home. Also, the King of Pentacles talks about being reliable. So with the Queen, we're going to learn how to balance. We're going to work towards balancing this situation, whether it be love life or general life. And we will be successful in doing this and this happening with this King of Pentacles. This King of Swords in our helpful position. Spirit, why is the King of Swords here in our helpful position? We're thinking deeply about this. Well, you know what? We got all the pairs coming out. Clarified by the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, she's kind of no nonsense, right? She's wise. We're being wise. We're looking at things fairly. We're dealing with the facts. And gaining our inner strength through experience. This also talks about inner strength. To have this inner strength while this new cycle comes in. An old cycle is ending. When cycles end, a new one comes in. A new one begins. This Queen of Swords, she's kind of no nonsense, right? Again, kicks ass now, takes names later. With the King and Queen of Swords, they're kind of looking at each other, right? This King is just sitting back, thinking. And this Queen of Swords, she's not taking any shit. So the clarity that comes through with the lessons that we're learning, to keep pushing through, we're learning lessons and moving into a new cycle, right? There will be hope and healing on the home front, in our material world, on the earthly plane. We're being clear. We're not playing games when it comes to this. In our challenge position, we have the Hanging Man. Now the Major Arcana, it is the number 12 in Major Arcana. it talks about looking at things from a different perspective. So to have this healing and this optimism with the star card and on our earthly plane, where seeing things clearly and able to take that knowledge to move forward into a new cycle. Seriously, not taking any crap from anyone, but also taking things seriously. The challenge is to look at things from a different point of view, from a different perspective. I'd like to clarify this Hanging Man. What is it, Spirit, in our challenge position? What's challenging us in how we need to look at things differently? One card, please, for how we need to see these things differently in order to have success, to heal, to take the knowledge that has been clarified for us to move forward on our new path, our new journey, our new cycle with this Wheel of Fortune. Clarified by the Four of Swords. More thinking, y'all. And the Four of Pentacles. These fours represent stability. With this Four of Swords, we're going to take a step back and think about how we can see these things differently, right? Look at it from a different perspective. At the same time, not to hold on to an old way of thinking, but to see a new one in order to move forward, in order to take that one last push through to go to the next level, to be clear about how we're going to go to this next level with this knowledge that we've acquired from the lessons that we've learned. It's going to bring hope and healing in on the home front. We're going to be thinking seriously about this. We're not going to take any bull. We are going to take that push one step further. We're going to take some rest and to regroup and look at things from a different perspective, someone else's point of view, and not to hold on to being closed-minded. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit says not to be closed-minded. Moving forward in our outcome, we have the Four of Pentacles. Again, what are we holding on to? Spirit, what are we holding on to with this Four of Pentacles moving forward? Let's see. Okay. I was also just looking at this here. A lot of thinking, right? We have a lot of questions. We have a lot of questions as to why, right? With our rest and regrouping, Spirit's telling us to breathe. Just breathe. So this between worlds here is pushing through. We've been working hard, right? To get to the next step, to the next level, to complete one cycle, to start a new one. Moving forward, we're clarified by the Two of Cups. Are we holding on to a situation, a partnership? Also clarified by the Page of Cups. So I feel like maybe are we holding on to a particular outcome with this Four of Pentacles? We've been working hard. And we looking to take maybe a risk. We're looking at or thinking about, right? Thinking, we have a lot of thoughts, a lot of swords here, about taking a risk after receiving a message, maybe a message of love, some happy news that'll be coming in regarding a partnership with the Two of Cups, growth in a relationship, whether it be general or love life, moving things to the next level, again, general or love life, making a commitment, a union, and to have balance, right? To have balance with this star. So I feel like the way we're going to get our answers, our why questions about moving out of one world into another, is to just take a breath. Take a breath. Sit back. Relax. Stop holding on too tight. Stop holding on too tight to maybe the way you think about things, and look at things from a different perspective, a different understanding. I'd like to ask Spirit for one final guidance card over this whole reading, please. Spirit, one card over this whole reading, please. Well, that one flew out. Okay, let's take it. Make a wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. It's beautiful. If you look at the reflection in that body of water, there's just a horse there, right? And she's reaching out. But when you look up on the land, there's that beautiful unicorn. Make a wish. You can manifest this. It's going to happen. We're going to manifest this new cycle. This new cycle commencing. We are going to see things from a different perspective. After some rest, we're going to choose. We all have free will. We're going to choose to release these ideas that we have, because we've been working hard. We've been working very hard, and things are becoming clear with that Ace of Swords. And we're taking our knowledge from our lessons that we've learned and moving forward. We're not going to take any crap. We are going to have healing and hope and optimism with this star card, and balance, to be able to balance work and home, right? Maybe we're going to be looking at different ways to balance work and home. Moving forward, I feel like Spirit's telling us that when we receive this message, we're not going to be holding on so tight. We're going to look at our options and decide what kind of risk we're going to take after this happy news regarding love. Could be if it's love life, marriage, or engagement, or birth. If somebody is having a baby, congratulations. This partnership with this Two of Cups, this union, this commitment moving forward. looking at it from a different point of view to move forward. All we have to do is make a wish. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels, for coming in with these messages for us today. Thank you all so very much for being here. I am truly grateful. I look forward to seeing you next time. So, have a beautiful Monday. Love and light.